to play, and then his demons came back to play, and then his demons came back to play. Don't let your demons come back to play. Don't let your demons come back to play.
It's alright, we'll try again, but it won't be the same. Let's not fight, maybe we'll be friends for a while, but it won't feel right. Didn't that say that we won't get through? But it's not your fault. Didn't that say do it just hurt you? And it's all my fault. Babe, what have we done, babe? What have we lost, babe? What have we lost, babe? Where are we now? Where are we now? So please calm down, we'll talk it out and try to save ourselves. Just come around, 'cause you know I can't resist those lips to take the pain away. Believe that's our taste in our mouth. And anything I say and do won't get through. But it's not your fault. And anything I say and do would just hurt you. And it's all my fault. Babe, what have we done, babe? What have we lost, babe? What have we found, babe? Where are we now? Where are we now? Where are we? Where are we? Babe, what have we done, babe?
Oops, you caught me dancing. Greetings, humans from the planet Earth, and welcome to episode 17 of the Kitchen Sessions. My name is Ros Papalato, and thanks for being with me. Thanks for being in my gorgeous, beautiful $15 kitchen. Isn't it gorgeous? Yes, it is. Before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge the country upon which we work, upon which we live on, and upon which we create. We acknowledge that this country will always belong to the traditional owners, and we all pay our respects to those elders past, present, and future. Well, oh, it's going to sit down. It's just been such a big 4 months, hasn't it? Hasn't it, Mick? It's been a big... It's been a big... Sam, what a big... Yep. Karen, yep. Lacey. It's been it could be more than 4 months. It feels like 7.5 years. However, here we are. We've survived. We're getting through it. We've created a monster. Everyone at home, let me tell you that we have created a monster with the kitchen sessions. It's such a monster, it seems that Sam's hard drive is full. It's full. We can fit no more kitchen sessions. We have to buy a new computer. We have to buy new hard drive things. We have to buy new little things that you put into apples. I don't know what you do. You're the technology person, but we have to make bigger room. So, with that known, let me tell you that files and files of amazing artists are filling that computer. They span cultural background, musical genre, diverse visual artistry. Makes me so proud. We have presented innovative local businesses who have taken the opportunity to pivot and, well, wine. Of course, we've presented wine. It's Roz, even though last night I didn't drink anything, not even with dinner. Thank you. I didn't even have one drink, not with dinner. So tonight, I don't know. I can't find my wine. Someone's hidden my wine glass. Thank you. I'm just going to get it. So I feel a little bit more comfortable. So now, we look to the future, everybody. We are looking to the future. We look with excitement and wonder to what's next. Because last week, in just the 1 week, the kitchen sessions were asked to head to 3 locations across Queensland, regional Queensland. We were asked to head to Mossman. We were asked to head to Innisfail. You probably don't and never heard of Mossman or Innisfail, but if you haven't, Google is your friend. There's lots of good things in Mossman and Innisfail. Innisfail's got some great Italian delicatessens. And of course then, someone in Ipswich called. So we're going to Ipswich. Yeah. And of course Tara, because last weekend Drew Boy invited us to Tara. So there's 4 venues. So if you have a kitchen at any of these locations, we want to hear from you. We want to come to you. We want to set up our studio in your kitchen. And we want to find the musician that you're in love with. We want to find the visual artist that you're in love with. We want to talk to the businesses who have changed their lives during this time. So come on, let's get in a little pink bus. Let's get in a little pink bus with the movable letters and let's make it happen. Come on, come with me. Who's on board? Are you on board? Who's on board? You going to come with me to Tara? Yeah, no one wants to come with me to Tara. Cooktown? No? Okay, good. Come on, get on the bus. But tonight on the show, I'm just going to put this down because I can't concentrate when I'm smelling red wine. Tonight, you are up for some trouble in the kitchen. There is trouble brewing. There is so much trouble brewing. We've had to put out some stools. I've had to do the washing up. You know what? I've had to clean. Apparently this is smell. Oh, there's a head in there. Look at that. I didn't even know that was in there. What's going on? What's going on, set people? There is a This is a family viewing. Oh God, what's in here? Hang on. Nothing? No, just like my normal kitchen, there's nothing in the oven. Anyway. So, we're up for some trouble. Let's see what we've got. We have taken here at the kitchen sessions a bit of a liking to presenting bands. We've decided that we love presenting more than one. We love presenting one person, but we'll present for. Last week we presented 10 people. Tonight you're in for a treat. This is no exception. Zennith have been a staple of our scene in far north Queensland, bringing you magnificent family harmonies. They're the story of generation that just warms you. These guys are one of my favourite bands in the world, let alone Queensland. So you're gonna love these guys. They're reggae vibes. They're gonna make you dance because you can dance in your lounge room and it's not illegal. So you know what? I'm going to dance. I'm going to dance over there, and you're not going to stop me. So tonight we're going to meet Astro and Aidan Brim, who are cultural leaders in our community. You're going to love them. I love them. Francois Lane is our gorgeous visual artist, pop-in guest this week. She is a Torres Strait Islander woman whose maternal family are from Hammond Island. Gorgeous, amazing spiritual country up there. She and her amazing, gorgeous husband, Andrew Lane, together make Indig Design, 100% Indigenous-owned architectural and interior design practice based in Cairns, and they've been operating since 2011. So you're going to love her. She is such a warm, beautiful woman, and these are her earrings. Well, one of her many beautiful things that she sells and creates. So she She gifted these to me. You're going to love her. She's gorgeous. You can buy them, and I'll show you where to buy them later. Not too close. That's no close. Anyway, that's fine. Oh, you know, I haven't slept in 4 months, dude. I'm bloody well tired. Of course, we're all interested in food. COVID kilos, they're not going anywhere. They're just going to keep on stacking on. Yeah. And who better than Brother Jenkins, because they are the hippest cafe to ever exist. And if you're in Brisbane, bad luck, come to Cairns. You're going to love them. Great coffee, great food, great art, great ideas. We get to meet Dill and Derek. They're a brother and sister duo who are dedicated to bringing us some of the best cafe culture that we can possibly boast. And who knows what the hell Frank's up to? Will he come into the studio? Will we see him in the flesh? He's a man of mystery. I mean, he could be in Port Douglas. He could be in Townsville. I don't know. He could be anywhere. Could be anywhere. So we'll just see where Frank shows up. Donate. If you can donate, even though it's looking like, you know, all the venues are coming back and, you know, the arts grants are coming back thick and fast, we are a long way from out of the woods as an arts community. We're a long way from out of the woods. And the band you're going to see tonight, you know, these guys would have had festivals booked for months. But, of course, that's not going to happen. So when you donate, the money goes to, of course, the boys you're going to see, the band you're going to see on the stage tonight. And it means so much to them, and it means so much to us, and it means so much to the artistic community. If you've just tuned in, you're with Ros Pappalardo. That's me. And this is the Kitchen Sessions. So we're almost going to welcome the Zennith boys to the stage. Almost. So get ready, boys. Last week, these boys were part of history in the making when they reopened the Tanks Art Centre with their electrifying set. It was magnificent. No one could dance, but now, tonight, in the comfort of your own kitchens, in the comfort of your own lounge rooms, in the comfort of your own, wherever the hell you're watching this show, we are going to welcome these boys on stage. And damn it, we are going to dance. Come on, everyone. Come on, peeps. Give them a clap. Everyone clapping. Aren't they fabulous? I want to hug them all. We're not quite out of the zone. I can't just give everyone hugs and kisses. How are we? Are we good? Give us one of those. Pump it out. Pump it out, Aiden. Pump it out, Astro. There you go. Fantastic. It's so fantastic that you could make it to the Rondo Theatre, you guys, for this really... What do you think of what we've got going on here? I mean, it's hard to explain what we've got going on here. What do you reckon? What's happening? What do you reckon?
Oh, I love it, eh?
I reckon it's good.
Do you? It's kind of strange, isn't it? You know, you walk in and there's a... Like, this is not a real... I don't know. Don't try and do my washing up because it's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work.
Yes. It's a bit like my sink.
Is it? It's a bit like your sink. So I'm just going to come in here. Sorry, honey, I don't want to... pardon my back. All right, I'll ask you a question later. But I want to get to know the Zennith boys because I know you, but the 2,000 viewers out there, because we get about 2,000, 2,500 viewers each night. Hello, everyone. Hi.
How you going?
Hello, everyone.
They don't really know... They may not know you. There might be a bunch of people who know you, but there might be a bunch of people who don't. So tell us, you guys... How long have you guys been together performing as Zennith?
Oh, me and Astro, we started off with a few other brothers, you know. We started back in, 2005.
Wow.
We just graduated and Dad gave us an opportunity to go record in Rom Stover's studio. He used to play in Hot Ice, one of the...
Oh, my gosh. Now, that's history in the making.
Yeah, so we started, you know, we done our first demo. Yeah. And within a month or two, we were playing in a Jono's Blues Bar. So we scored ourselves a shift there, I think a 3-month deal there. We were there for 2 or 3 nights. Eh?
Now, can you just explain to the people out there who have no idea the importance of Jono's Blues Bar, what it was to people like you and me? What was Jono's Blues Bar?
It was the spot, you know. It was definitely the spot if you were a travelling musician or even if you were a local musician. It was every night there was something different to see.
Absolutely. And it wasn't just blues, right?
No.
You know, it was called Jono's Blues Bar, but he presented, you know, you guys. He presented anything that was music and original.
Yeah, that's where we grew up, you know. Our first few, a year.
Wow.
Jono's Blues Bar, yeah, it was the heart and soul of the live music in Cairns.
Absolutely. And how old were you guys then when you performed at Jono's for that 3-month residency?
We would have been 17 because they asked us for ID. We got no ID, but our posters there.
We're working, man. We don't have ID, you know. So you guys are actually brothers.
Yeah, it's older brother.
Older brother.
older cousin here.
Older cousin. Hey, Aaron. Hey,
Mr.
brother.
Aaron Riley, or
Yeah.
also known as Big Mo.
Big Mo. And, of course, couple are over here.
Yeah, he's a grandson of
Well, my granddad used to be a roadie for his father's band back in the days.
back in the 80s. So
yeah.
let's keep the
Man.
old connection alive.
Yes, we're all family.
You're all family, and that's what, that's what we love. That comes through your music. It's infectious. It keeps people together. So when did you? So you started playing in 2005 as a band, I guess, as a duo. Was it Zennith then, or did you change your name down the track?
It was Zennith with one N.
So you've had
The only thing that's changed is the 2L and a few members. But
We had a run-in with Zennith lock pads, you know.
no. What is it? What are they?
Zennith padlocks, like because when we went to register our name or copyright it.
Wow.
That's why we added the second N.
Oh, well, that's clever. You don't lose the audience. Don't lose the name. Just add a
letter. You
add a
know?
letter, dude. Yeah, people could learn from that. So has it? Reggae. You play reggae, but it's so emotional, and the stories that you tell through your songwriting are so. I'm so transfixed by them. I just can't stop singing them. So your songwriting, has it always been you? Who songwrites here? How does the songwriting process happen for you guys?
Oh, it varies, like some songs I'll start writing a song and they'll either add their bit or either they'll let me just do my thing, and vice versa with the older brother Astro.
Yeah, we just sort of support each other in what song, somebody will bring up the chords and then we'll add melody and rhythm,
Do you know what the thing that I love most about you two is? Your harmonies. They just lock in, and they can change your day. Has anyone else ever told you about your amazing harmonies? Is that something that you hear all the time, or what do you think about that?
Yeah, we definitely get different comments. They like, you sound like a trumpet and saxophone, or just harmonise together with different tones and. Yeah.
It's that family thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just tune into each other somehow.
You do. And so I want to talk quickly about, was it last year that you guys made an amazing record, like a groundbreaking record? You will find these guys on Spotify, on all those places. I tell you, this record is called The Ancient Warrior.
Yeah.
And you went to Jamaica to make a lot of this. Can you talk to us about that whole process? Because that's a long way from home. It's a big investment. Leaving family, kids, etc. Can you talk to us about that?
Oh, it was a crazy experience. How it all come about. Like we're good friends with Stephen Maxwell.
Stephen Maxwell, who I know through his connections with Julian Marley.
Julian Marley, and he also done a couple of sets with Jimmy Cliff.
Jimmy Cliff. So he's like a reggae legend.
Yeah, he's got
He's got pedigree.
and he got a lot of people look up to him back over in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm. So that was a connection for you to go to Jamaica and make this record.
Yeah, through him and his partner Mickey. Then they kind of just threw the idea in the air. We jumped on it. You know, like who wouldn't want to go to reggae to Jamaica?
Jamaica. And Mickey Selton, a shout out to Mickey Selton, who has been, a backbone to, let's give her a clap. A backbone to a lot of the music industry in this region and Queensland and Australia. So you went over there. How long did you spend in that country to make this record that people can find on Spotify?
About 3.5 weeks.
Oh, right. That's pretty good, really, isn't it?
Yeah, because like the first week or two, like we pretty much got straight into it. Like, we only had a day or two rest and into the Tough Gong Studios, which was mind-blowing, like walking in a dream,
Really?
Yeah.
So just all the technology you could ever dream of, all the luxuries and sound.
Yeah, but it's not too modernised, Yeah. It's very... It still holds that...
that traditional
recording sound, and just the place itself is just magnificent,
And you will hear that, everyone, when you download or stream these guys' record on Spotify or wherever it is that you do your streaming. It's a magnificent album. It's been on repeat since Saturday in my car, may I say. So these guys, so you went 3.5 weeks. Did you have all the songs when you went there, or what was the story?
We recorded the first, I think, 4 or 5 here.
Okay.
So it was going to be an EP, and then we just sort of humming and ahhing about it, and then it turned into an album, which was good, you know.
And that's the artist's choice. You know, you come up with more songs. It feels right.
Yeah. And it's just good to go over there and be influenced, you know, because Stephen had, you know, heaps of connection with all the different musos over there. So
did you spend a lot of time kind of meeting new musos and as you say, being inspired?
Absolutely, because we got picked up from the airport from Brady. He plays drum for heaps of bands. What is it, Brady McIntosh? Or?
Nah, Pentatush.
Oh, Pentatush, yeah. But yeah, he's played drums for, you know, for Julian Marley, his brother, or nephew, he'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just all these great artists just sort of there,
we had
hanging around.
Protege's guitarist too, Zugu Dan.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so I was there.
This story is huge for North Queensland.
And when we first pulled it, like we got picked up from the airport.
Yeah.
And we picked up. I was like, oh, hey, Astro, that's Zugu's guitar. I mean, that's Zugu, Protege's guitar. Yeah. We're driving down the road and the back flew open and the guitar flew out. And then the back of the bus and just let that guitar just flew and just landed on the road, you know, it didn't tumble anything, just slid slowly.
It just spun like this.
It's crazy. So we got about 60, 70 clicks at least.
The guitar was all right.
Then we got out and there's a big rainbow. Like, oh, that's the sign, you know, from someone watching there, or Guju, the creator.
Guju, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, isn't that incredible? So I think with that amazing story, we should launch into 3 songs from you, which we just can't wait to do. Everyone, this is Zennith. They have been a staple for our community and the Australian community for many, many years. I cannot tell you how proud we are and how proud I am to know these people and the work that they create. Enjoy Zennith.
It's one of those days, ooh, yeah. We hope and pray, yes, for change. Remains the same, ooh, yeah. Rolling J, I blaze it for you. The best thing to do right now is roll one up. I blaze it for you. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You blaze a fire, make it rise so high. The other guy because it's red eye. You take it higher, oh so high, oh so high. It's a fire, make it rise so high. The other guy because it's red eye. You take it higher, oh so high. The DJ came and light it up tonight. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. It's one of those days, ooh yeah. We hope and pray, yes, for change. Remains the same. Rolling J, I blaze it for you. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up.
my way. Let us not forget the words he say. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. The best thing to do right now is roll one up. I blaze it for you. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. You light it up, light it up. Up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Yeah, that's the number we call Light It Up, inspired after one of our brothers passed away, so it's a very meaningful song there, that one. Goes out to you, my little brother. This next one's called 1 Minute. Can I have 1 minute? I've got to talk to you. I need 1 minute. I've got to talk to you. Can I have 1 minute? I've got to talk to you. I need 1 minute. I've got to talk to you. You got this feeling, I got this feeling. You got this feeling and it's coming tonight. This magic moment, this I've been chosen. Ain't no one gonna take this from me. I keep on moving, I keep on grooving. That's the way it's gonna be. I know this lately we've been going down a rocky road. I say, I know this lately we've been going down a rocky road. Can I have 1 minute? I've got to talk to you. I need 1 minute. I've got to talk to you. When I'm close to you, it's electrifying. The phone's engaged, and I keep on trying. It's time to know how I'm feeling. I'm lying down, staring at the ceiling. When I'm close to you, it's electrifying. The phone's engaged, but I keep on trying. It's time to know how I'm feeling. I'm lying down, staring at the ceiling. Can I have 1 minute? I've got to talk to you. I need 1 minute. I've got to talk to you. Radio copy. Way oh, way oh, way oh. seconds and I'm gone. This next one's called A Long Way, off our first EP. We wrote it after our first journey down to Sydney and saw the young street kids down there, you know, struggling hard. Nowhere to go. It goes a little something like this.
There's no place like home, no place like. She lives beneath that tree. No friends, no family. Neglected as a child. This girl's running wild. Why did she run away? There's no place like home. It's a long way from home, and I not know where to go. No one treats him right, spits on him as he's walking by. Why did he run away? There's no place like home. Why did he run away? There's no place like home, no place like. She lives beneath that tree. No friends, no family. Neglected as a child. This girl's running wild. Why did she run away? There's no place like home. Why did she run away? There's no place like home, no place like. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Home is where your heart is.
Yes, wasn't that beautiful, everyone out there? These guys are just the real deal. The real deal. Didn't they? When those harmonies kicked in, right? When those harmonies kicked in, didn't you just go, "Oosh, brother harmonies, Kuranda." Hey, Google that if you haven't heard of Kuranda. It is the most gorgeous place in the world. It is nestled in ancient rainforest, up a beautiful, not too windy road. I mean, I tend to vomit in cars. You know, I do. In the Gilligan's Highway, not the Gilligans, the Gillies.
Yeah.
I just vomit, even if I'm driving. Kuranda's not that bad. Kuranda's beautiful, isn't it?
Gotta love it, you know.
Gotta love it.
It's,
Gotta love it. So thank you. If you have donated, your name will appear in the feed stream as it comes up. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to give you some loving. Thank you so much. So now we are going to talk about an amazing visual artist who has part of our guest pop-in feature this week. So each week, everybody, we invite a local visual artist to show us around their studio. They give us a peek into what they're doing, show us what makes them tick. And this week, it's the incredible woman, Francois Lane. She welcomed me into her home in Gordonvale last week. So I drove down to Gordonvale. I nearly didn't come back. It's bloody gorgeous down there, isn't it? Oh, I was like, oh, these gorgeous little houses. It was like the land that time forgot. Been to Gordonvale? You've been to Gordonvale? Once or twice. Why would you go to Gordonvale? Do you know Gordonvale?
Yeah, I know Gordonvale.
Everyone knows Gordonvale. He knows Gordonvale. So she welcomed me into home. She gifted me with these beautiful earrings, which, as I say, you can purchase online, and we'll throw up on the screen. You can probably see right now where you can purchase these amazing artifacts, as well as so much more. She is a textile artist. She's just incredible. You're going to love her. She's warm. She showed me her whole house. She took me into a backyard with just crazy dogs, just like my crazy dog from Mornington Island. It's great. Let's see what Francois Lane is up to in her studio.
Welcome into my home. I'm Francois Lane. I'm a designer and artist, and I work from home. And you're going to get to see what I do.
Yay, let's go for a walk.
All right. So over here is my little work area. We occupy the veranda space of our little Queenslander cottage. And on the screen at the moment, you can see a new print that I'm doing, which is called Squiddy Tales. And it's inspired, all of my creations are inspired by country or stories of family being on country. And that country can be my island country back up in the Torres Strait on Kariri. Or it can be here where my new home is. So these squid, the story behind that and why I wanted to do a print on it is when there was a time when my husband Andrew, he was fishing up on the wharf on Thursday Island with me. We'd gone out for a midnight squidding expedition, and it was actually the first time he'd caught squid using a lure. So we were on the Engineers Wharf on TI, and there are a number of other Islander kids out on their own at midnight doing the same thing as us. And so he pulled up his squid, and as he pulled it up, I leaned in, admiring just how big it was, and it sprayed ink all over me. And it was funny because all of the kids around us stepped back. Andrew stepped back, and I leaned in. So it was just so funny. I'm such an urban islander.
Rookie mistake, eh?
Rookie mistake, and an urban islander.
Yep.
So, and I just wanted to do a print that captured, that memory.
I also love the Urban Islander tag. That's great, isn't it? Oh, look at the detail. Oh, my God.
So
that is divine.
Yeah, and I'm also, at the moment, I'm really loving the Japanese art of the mid, 1850 kind of era, and so I'm trying to integrate some of those principles of simplicity of colour. So that's coming across my art. So behind me you can see earrings, which you're also adorning. They're gorgeous. I love these earrings. Hello, doggy. Great. So these are also they came about through a Sergeant Major print that I've put onto fabric, and I made earrings to go with it. So,
and can you buy those?
You can. You can get them at Northside Arts.
Yeah.
And then for any Canberraites that are watching this, you can get it at the museum, the National Museum of Australia.
Wow.
And there are links on my artist profile website.
And we'll put your artist profile up there. Gorgeous.
So they're really bright, colourful, and lightweight. So
gorgeous.
Really fun.
Really fun.
Yeah. So the other thing, I guess, as a designer, I try to advocate for artists locally. So one of the projects that we're working on is the knitting clinic for Mulungu Health up in Atherton.
Yeah.
So this, just down here, you can see, this is one of the sample boards. but I'm integrating and specified the artwork of Nerita Briscoe. And she's a Gugu Yalanji artist and just so talented. All those Briscoe sisters are so talented.
Love them. Shout out to all the girls.
Yes,
all around
that's
Queensland
right
now, but shout out.
Yes, absolutely. So I like to support other artists where I can, and we're using one of her artworks through Design Cloud on a huge wall in the waiting area. So something really beautiful right here.
This is the design.
And it's called A New Leaf.
Beautiful.
Which has healing colours. It's just beautiful movement.
So this is a clinic that you're designing?
Yes. So totally new build. It's a clinic and training centre. So
in Cairns?
In Atherton.
In Atherton, sorry, yes.
So we're doing some really beautiful things with that design to respond to country and to create a safe and welcoming place for the users of the building. So so come on through.
Yeah, great.
So our house.
Hello, gorgeous house. Oh, I love that.
And so
it's a typical kind of, cottage, Queenslander cottage.
It is,
isn't it?
Yeah. That separation of the three, like the verandas.
Yeah.
And then
So what have you got in your walls?
So on the walls, we lived in Alice Springs for 5 years. So Andrew went out bush with his work and, went really remote and he bought artworks along the way. So we've got artworks from like Yuendamu and other really remote communities.
Really remote, beautiful.
These two graphite drawings belong to Andrew's grandfather, and they were drawn by a mate of his. Andrew's grandfather was an engineer for with the Australian Army.
Wow.
Yes, in the Second World War. And so these drawings were done by one of his mates, and it's somewhere in Papua New Guinea. It's just beautiful.
That is spectacular.
Really
and unfortunately, we're not going to get the detail of it, but it's just
really lovely.
Really special.
Yeah.
So the artistry runs deep.
It does.
On both your sides.
Both our sides.
Yeah.
And we both have that appreciation. Over here is one of Andrew's photographs. And these trees were called the Twins by the local people. And it's outside of Alice Springs. But it's like the trunks are they're like almost identical as you walk around it. So there's something really special about that.
Really?
Got a photograph of it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. So we love more. I love to put colour into our living spaces.
Yep.
So it's really clean. So it's ready for the public to see.
Yeah, great.
So like I've got one of my seaside.
Yes.
That we all love.
Yeah.
So that's made from mostly recycled materials.
Wow.
In the framing, the tie that's underneath, and then new materials in the foam.
And the fabric.
The fabric and the rope.
Fabulous.
So I have, there's a couple of versions of that.
Wow.
Yeah, and then...
And these are your designs and your fabrics
they are.
On the dresses and...
Yeah, on the dresses and also on the couches.
Oh, my God.
The cushions are from Utopian artists that I've, just collected.
Yep, okay.
They're so beautiful and
They are.
bold print.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's lovely. So this particular print of mine is inspired by the coral reef.
Coral reef, of course.
And it's a single component of coral floral, which is this design. and it's the brainy print in the background.
The brain, oh, that's right, the brain print.
Yeah.
You are a very amazing woman.
Oh,
You really are.
it's just, you know, when you see things a certain way and then you can make it, it's just lovely. It's part of your expression. And so the other kind of, while I do my work as a designer, which I really enjoy, my heart sings when I'm creating textile and art related to that. So one of the things that I'm doing is I've designed a dress and I made that myself, but I'm getting it properly made and graded.
Oh, okay.
So that I can sew it. So yeah, so this dress, I wanted to create a dress that women who, you know, you might not have the most perfect figure, but you want them to feel beautiful.
Just feel comfortable.
Comfortable and look
feminine.
Feminine. Yeah, and it can hide some of your imperfections.
Of course, or perfections.
Or perfections. That's right, probably perfections.
Perfections.
Yeah.
Your well-earned perfections through childbearing and all that life.
That's right. That's right. So I just wanted something you could feel really comfortable in. This is just a hand paint, painting on fabric, which holds fairly well, but it's really, very unusual. And so this is one of my new designs that go with the dress, which is reworked of my styling up with the clown triggerfish.
Oh, right. So that's how are we going to attach that to the dress, or is that going to be another offer for the dress fabric? Or?
That's it.
Yeah, right.
It's another offer on the dress fabric.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's got some really beautiful things happening there. And the actual colours for this was inspired by a nudibranch. I don't know if you've heard of nudibranchs, but they're little sea slugs.
Oh,
and they're only like, about this big.
Yeah, right.
And my son Jordan introduced me to them. He dives out on the reef.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and he loves them, and he's led me to loving them as well. So I've used the colours schemes of one of those.
Natural beauty.
Just natural beauty.
What's your bringing people and design together? That's why you're amazing.
So if you buy the fabric with the print on it, you can buy the earrings to match.
Indeed Designs is your and your husband's amazing
our
business.
Our architecture and design practice.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, and so we've been operating since 2011. And I guess our practice is like we do architecture and design, but design in different forms. So I guess like we have the textile design and also art that's applied to the built environment. Yeah, right. So that's something that we've started doing, which is really lovely.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so pleased that you've been able to have me and the kitchen sessions in your house and in your amazing house studio, and to meet your beautiful doggies, and to meet your husband, and to meet all of your amazing art and architectural and naturally inspired ideas.
Thank you.
It's been amazing.
It's fun to do, and I love sharing it.
Thank you so much. Say goodbye to everyone.
Okay, goodbye everyone.
See you. Bye.
Thank you very much there, Francois Lane, for sharing your magnificent work with us. It's great to see there's a whole lot of talent here, not only just music, but through the arts, all go hand in hand, So here's another song we call Life Too Short. So we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners. Thanks for having us here in country. Especially the elders. This one's inspired from one afternoon sit down with my grandfather. He's no longer with us, but this one's for you, Popeye. Life is too short
to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it, because life is too short to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it. You can be anything that you really want to be. You can do anything that you really want to do. You can go anywhere that you really want to go. Succeed anything if you put your mind to it. Well, don't you know that the sky is the limit? Well, don't you know that the sky is the limit? Well, don't you know that the sky is the limit? That's happened to Pop. He said to me, you can be anything you want to be. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of energy to reach your goal. You have a chance to live your dream. But it ain't that easily it go. If it's easily you go, you got to keep it strong, keep on moving on, and don't get caught up in the negativity. Always stay positive, you see. Don't get caught up in the negativity. Always stay positive, you see. Don't you know that the sky is the limit? Well, don't you know that the sky is the limit? No, don't you know that the sky is the limit? So yeah, people, follow your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you can't do nothing. It's all in the mind. Life is too short to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it, because life is too short to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it, because life is too short to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it. Life. Rightio, here's one of our crowd favorites, our crowd. It's a song about our hometown, Kuranda, the village in the rainforest. It goes a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, yeah, 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 come on. Kuranda, reggae, it's a reggae town. Reggae, this how we get down. Granda, reggae, it's a reggae town. Granda, reggae, this how we get down. We check out the greenery, it's a lovely scenery. They have the parties all on me. We check out the greenery, it's a lovely scenery. After parties all on me in this grand reggae. It's a reggae. This is how we get down, grind out. Reggae, it's a reggae town, grind out. Reggae, this is how we get down. With the reggae music doctor, you need to spin. Ooh, with the reggae music doctor, you need to hit. With the reggae music doctor, you need to scream. Ooh, with the reggae music doctor, nothing just like this. Grind out. Reggae is a reggae town. Grind out. Reggae is how we get down. Grind out. Reggae is a reggae town. Grind out. Reggae is how we get down. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. We pack it this time and we pack it this right. Run the top down when the type and extract. It's the music that kills, music that thrills. Come and take it quick, take it chill. But this is how we spin it. This is how we spin it. This is how we spin it. Ha ha. It's the music that kills, music that thrills. Come and take it quick, take it chill. So everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. Grand out. Reggae. It's a reggae town. Grand out. Reggae. It's how we get down. Grand out. Reggae. It's a reggae town. Grand out. Reggae. It's how we get down. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. Oh yeah. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. For the people of Coranda Town.
What do you reckon, big brother?
You did love to shoot.
Radio, thank you all for tuning here this Saturday night. Showing the love. Here's a song called Love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As this world forgot to run love. As this world forgot to run love. As this world forgot to run love. You asking me. As this world forgot to run love. As this world forgot to run love. As this world forgot to run love. You asking me. 'Cause when I look around, the world has changed. Who is forgotten? Who is to blame? What is your purpose? What is your name? Without love, now the world would change. But when I look around, the world has changed. Who is forgotten? Who is to blame? What is your purpose? What is your name? Without love, now the world would change. Has this world forgot to run love? Has this world forgot to run love? Has this world forgot to run love? forgot about love. Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Love? You asking me, L O V, where is the love? L O V, we got to have love. L O V, where is the love? L O V, we got to have love. Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Love, you asking me? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Love, you asking me? But when I look around, the world has changed. Who is begotten? Who is to blame? What is your purpose? What is your name? Without love, now the world would change. But when I look around, the world has changed. Who is begotten? Who is to blame? What is your purpose? What is your name? Without love, now the world would change. Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Love, you asking me? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Radio, you asking me? Spend some love on the keys over there, brother. L O V, where is the love? L O V, we got to have love. L O V, where is the love? L O V, we got to have love. Love can make you happy. Whoa, love can make you smile. Yeah, love can make you sad. Whoa, love can make you cry. Yeah, love can make you happy. Whoa, love can make you smile. Yeah, love can make you sad. Whoa, love can make you cry. Can make you cry. Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Love, you asking me? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Has this world forgot about love? Love, you asking me? 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 Where is the love? Spread the love, people. Thank you.
You've got to spread the love. That's the rules, right? They're the right rules. You got to find love, spread the love. That you just can't stop singing to your song. Yeah, I know. I love the Coranda song, of course, and there's a few other songs I love, and I'm going to be dancing and fall off the little ledge. I fell off the ledge. I fell off the ledge. Sorry, doesn't matter. So this is the next thing that we do here is we also profile local restaurants and cafes who have been doing it kind of tough during the last 4 months, but they've also been innovative and where they've tried different things. And Brother Jenkins, has anyone been to, do you know Brother Jenkins in town? Brother Jenkins is this fantastic little cafe, you know, coffee stop. And I stop almost daily for a coffee every morning on my way to Cairns Performing Arts Centre. I drive past and I stop, get my long macchiato, and I sit in, and then I sit on their luxury, their vintage lounges. You can sit in the clean air of the food garden and you won't get COVID there. No, and no one's dancing. Ting! Mick's like, oh.
Don't forget the ting.
Don't forget the ting. You can brave, you can look at the amazing art, because they always profile an amazing artist, and you can drink some of the best coffee you can lay your hands on and eat some of the freshest and finest food you can find. So now we're going to shoot to Dill and Derek at Brother Jenkins. We love you.
My name's Delia Thorpe. Everyone calls me Dill. So this is Brother Jenkins. This is a cafe that my brother and I started a few years ago, probably going on about 3.5 years now. So we're on Martin Street, just outside of the city. We're tucked in a little neighbourhood. We're on Martin Street, so it's a bit of a thoroughfare to the city, but it's nice that we're just in a little neighbourhood here. My brother is a chef, and we grew up in a family where we've always been passionate about food and congregating and nice family gatherings and having parties at my mum's place and in the family home. I was doing youth work and social work for years and kind of reached burnout level and needed to change. My brother Eric was working over in Iceland at the time, and I was literally out walking the dogs one day. I lived just in the neighbourhood, a few blocks down the road, and I saw a notice in the window that said, "Can you see yourself here?" And it was literally a moment of just goosebumps, and it's like, hell yeah, I can see myself here. So that's sort of where it started 3.5 years ago, and I suppose it was really about, for me, creating a space and tying in Eric's amazing yummy food and just bringing it all together to create a space to gather the tribe together. At the moment, we're open every day, 7 days a week. We open 7 during the week and 7:30 on the weekends, and we close at 2:30 every day. I suppose that was always part of the vision, was to bring creative arts into the space and just have it be a creative space in general. The art side of things is just really kicking off for us at the moment. We had our first exhibition just post Corona and isolation, so we had an exhibition called ISO Art 2020, and it was literally a call out to the community to see who wanted to contribute creative pieces that they'd created during that isolation period, because it just felt like it was really a period of people harnessing their creative energy and tapping into that, which was really beautiful. We had an overwhelming response of people that actually contributed artworks, even me, which was it was good fun. And it's something that we want to definitely push, and we're hoping to sort of on a monthly basis rotate exhibitions through and have them up for about a month at a time. The wall here was actually painted by a really good friend of mine in Melbourne who actually flew up. We traded her a holiday up to the tropics for her to escape the Melbourne winter, and she came and painted this beautiful wall for us, which is, yeah, we love that. It's awesome. Primarily, it's absolutely just Kylie work. I walked in this morning, the installation went up last night. We're having the exhibition opening tonight, and she's got 303 birds all along the wall, starting from down the toilet end of the building, and they just wrap around the whole place. Yeah, I'm absolutely overwhelmed. I just walked in this morning and they're up and they're amazing. They're looking fantastic. Yeah, wow. Having a business has been the hardest thing I think both of us have ever done in our lives. It's taught us a lot of lessons. I keep coming back to this point that it is just, there's an energy about this place that now it has its own energy. Like Brother Jenkins is its own thing now, and it is really about the community and the people that come here. The customers are amazing. We've always been really fortunate that we've had beautiful customers and incredible staff, and it is very much a family affair in there, you know, by blood or not just my brother, but the whole team. And yeah, we're constantly being reminded, especially by customers, that how important this place is. And I think absolutely that's totally what drives us.
Yep.
As much as we'd like to just throw our hands in the air sometimes and, you know, yeah, ask ourselves, what the hell are we doing here? Yeah, but yeah, I think that's definitely what keeps us coming back every day.
Yes.
When we all of a sudden found out that we had to shut down and could only operate as a takeaway, it was sort of like, holy, like, are we going to survive this? I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone went through a really similar thought process. But yeah, we have survived, and we sort of just had to do everything that we could to try and survive, and part of that was opening up the extra day. We've always traditionally been closed on a Tuesday since we first opened a few years ago, but then we were like, stuff that, we've got to try and keep this place afloat, and just, yeah, we still had a lot of loyal customers coming for coffees, and so I suppose just opening up that extra day just meant people could come and support us and get their coffee fix for that extra day during the week. So we've just continued on with that, really. So yeah, 7 days a week. It became a community centre. People hadn't seen another human in 4 days or so they just actually thrived on being in the space with all the space apart from us, and yeah, it's interesting times, really, isn't it? We've always tried to do fresh, yummy, wholesome food. Nothing too fancy. We're not trying to do something that, you know, we're just a little rustic cafe, and we want to have good quality, tasty as hell food. But yeah, it looks good, it's cooked well, it's got flavour in it, and that's what we're sort of going for. Do you guys want to come inside and we can have a look at Kylie's exhibition around the cafe? They're flying around the walls.
So that was Brother Jenkins, and that's where I'm going for lunch or breakfast, or probably not dinner, but certainly lunch. Probably, can I have a long breakfast lunch? Yeah, we'll do that Sunday, every Sunday for the next 2 weeks. Thank you, guys. That was fantastic. So what do we got? What do we got? A couple of songs? What are we going to do now? We got a couple of songs happening. What's in the shopping bag?
Double standards, and it's the one.
Great.
So hand the guitar over and let the big brother do his thing.
Come on, big brother. Come on, big brother.
Why?
What's the age difference here? What's the age difference? Is it a matter of interest?
5 years.
5 months.
Yeah, 5 months.
5 years. Well, it feels like 5 minutes. So look, a couple of songs from the boys, a few more songs. Are you loving it as much as I am? I am loving it. This is not illegal. Zennith.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Seems there's nothing we can say to make them change their ways. It seems there's nothing we can do to change them point of views. Ooh, those rules they double standard, and them I only make them for you. Those rules they double
those rules they double standard. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. We've been abused, we've been accused, well, I'm confused from you, no. We've been abused, we've been accused, well, I'm confused from you. Oh yes, there's something we can say to make them change their ways. Oh yes, there's something we can do to change their point of views. Ooh, those rules they double standard, and they might only make them for you. Those rules they double standard, and they might only make, yeah. Those rules they double standard, and they might only make them for you. Those rules they double standard. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. We've been abused, we've been accused, when I'm confused from you, no. We've been abused, we've been accused, when I'm confused from you. Since there's nothing we can say to make them change their ways. It seems there's nothing we can do to change their point of views. Ooh, those rules they double standard, and they might only make them for you. Those rules they double standard, and they might only make, yeah. Those rules they double standard, and they might only make them for you. Those rules they double standard. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We've been abused, we've been accused, when I'm confused from you, no. We've been abused, we've been accused, when I'm confused from you. Next song we're going to do is It's the One, written about Australia. And yeah. One, two, three, four. He's that one, where we're from. He's that one, where it's going wrong. He's that one, what them build upon. He's that one in only Australia, Australia. He's that one, where we're from. He's that one, where it's going wrong. He's that one, where we belong. He's that one in only Australia, Australia. system. There for you is that system. Helping you is that system. Running you is that system. Is that system the one where we having fun? Is that one what we dance upon? Is that one what we jamming on? Is that one and only? Down under, down under. It's that one where we having fun. It's that one what we dance upon. It's that one what we jamming on. It's that one and only. Down under, down under. So we say, is that system there for you? Is that system helping you? Is that system running you? Is that system? Is that system? Is that system there for you? Is that system helping you? Is that system running you? Is that system? Is that system the one where we're from? Is that one build up on? Is that one what we initiated on? Is that one and only? Australia, Australia. Is that one what them build up on? Is that one where it's going wrong? Is that one what we initiated on? Is that one and only? Australia, Australia. So we say, is that system there for you? Is that system helping you? Is that system running you? Is that system? Is that system? Is that system there for you? Is that system helping you? Is that system running you? Is that system? Is that system there for you? Helping you, running you.
Well, now, wasn't that something special? And you're with Zennith, and you're with Zennith from the Kuranda in Far North Queensland. I'm Ros Papalato, and this is the Kitchen Sessions. And if you haven't donated yet, you really, really should, because it all goes to these artists. How many festivals did you have and you have been cancelled? It's countless, really. Is it who know? You
There
can't
was a
even
whole line of them.
whole line. You know,
Yeah.
it's countless. You
Yeah.
know, boom, boom, boom,
We had a whole
gigs.
East Coast tour and,
sugar.
and quite a few festivals that fell through because of COVID.
Yes, of course, because you had your new record that you were going to promote, blah, blah, blah. But it's not over. We can still promote
No,
it.
we're just having a breather.
Having a breather. That's it. Instead, I nearly had a breather, but I started the Kitchen Sessions instead. No such thing for me. So, guys, why don't you go and take a little break? You can grab a little bit of something or have a little bit of a rest. Go on, go and have a little break. Go and have a little sit. Go outside. Go to the bathroom. I don't know. Relax. There's there's Coca-Cola in the fridge. I don't know. Look, just these guys deserve a break because they've been playing. Give them a clap. Give them a clap, team. Give them a clap out there. Everyone, clap the Zennith boys. They'll be back. Don't worry. We're just gonna have a little bit. I just want to tell you about the last 15 weeks. We are 17 weeks old. I could be wrong. Someone correct me. I feel like we have been doing Wine Time with Frank for 15 weeks or 15 years, and it's been the best 15 weeks of my life. I had to say, it's been fantastic. I've learnt so much about my palate. I've become a little bit culturised. Is that a new word? Culturised? I don't know. We have showcased the best boutique wines we can possibly find. Sometimes I've consumed them like a week early. Sometimes I've consumed them on the day of the show. Sometimes I've actually just tasted them with Frank. Who knows? Sometimes I order a box of that lovely wine that Frank introduces me to, because they're all from boutique, family-run, organisations. So that's what we love, and that's what we promote here at the Kitchen Sessions. Tonight, what the hell? What was that? Oh, it's a doorbell. Who do you think might be at the door? Let me just go to the imaginary door Here we go. I'm taking a few things with me. Can you got the door? And it's Frank D'Angelico. And it's Chris. Come on in. It's Chris. Here's Ellie. Dude, you can have that, baby. Here we go. Do. You want to sit down?
I want to sit here and pretend that I'm a muso.
Come on, come in. Where do you want to sit? Do you want to stay? You stand because it's good symmetry. It's great symmetry. Hey, do you want to play the bongos?
Rod, I'm actually, aside from one, I'm a great bongo player.
He's a little known fact about my friend Chris Ford. He's a hell of a bongo player. And if you tune into the bongo sessions, he'll prove that for you.
Anyway, so that was funny. Who we got here? We got Frank D'Angelico from Wine Time, and we've got a friend. Who'd you find on out on Greenslope Street? Who'd you find?
I'm just going to say, you started this 2 weeks ago when you gate crashed my venue.
I did.
And then I reciprocated by gate crashing your venue.
You did. That's all we can do.
So I thought I'd gate crash again, but with my dear friend Chris Ford.
Ford.
Say hello to Chris Ford.
I'm going with Chris Ford. What? Chris Ford.
A lot of what I do in my job, and you see bits and pieces of it here on the kitchen sessions. And yes,
I hate
there's
your
a lot
job.
There's a lot of swanning
It's
about
terrible.
restaurants with beautiful women and drinking wine and all
Thank
that
you.
sort of stuff.
That's
But you also
me.
saw the working side, the warehouse of lugging all the boxes around. That's the real side of it. But also a lot of what we do in the industry is education. Now, education,
I'm a teacher.
wine education, the really good bit. Here's the really good news, folks. Now pay attention. The really good news about wine education is
you get drunk.
I'll start that again.
Okay.
The really good news about wine education is you get to taste a lot of wine. So there's a number of ways you can learn about wine. You can be an old hack like me, and you can be in the industry for 32 years and just taste lots of stuff and just learn as you go. Or you can go to a professional educator and learn about wine. Now,
could I get a Bachelor of Wine?
You can actually get a Master's of Wine, Rosie. So just like you get your Master of Education, your Master's in Business, you can actually become an MW, a Master of Wine.
I've got a Bachelor of Education. Could I be a B.Ed BW?
Yes.
A B-Wed.
I'm just going to say yes. Yes, you can.
This is the best news I've had all damn
Yes, you
week.
can. So anyway, and I'll shut up in a second.
Don't shut up, because this is fascinating.
A lot of now. Okay, so now there is a worldwide industry standard, an industry standard to go right here. If you do this course, you get this certificate, and it's recognised in the industry, and it's recognised throughout all sorts of institutions.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And the really good news is we have a locally based representative who teaches this course, and that person is my friend Chris Ford, who's here with us tonight.
So you can give me a Bachelor of Wine.
Almost, Rod. Well, pretty much there. I can guarantee that there'll be lots of the practical part of it's very important.
Is that right?
And really getting to grips and tasting lots of wine throughout learning. It's a critical skill.
So wow, I'm just flummoxed, actually. There is actually a wine tasting master course that you run in our town.
Roz,
for people like Frank and people like other wine connoisseurs in our region.
Yeah, wine connoisseurs or just wine lovers. You know, that is one of the great
It's just normal people like me.
Just normal people, and
I'm not really normal,
it
but
adds to your enjoyment so much of a wine. It's one of those things that, you know, if you go and do a wine course, suddenly every bottle of wine has got a great story inside. And that's one of the things that when you just pick up a bottle, there's a story in there, but go on a wine course, you'll get to unlock all those stories and really get to explore what you do.
So how do you kind of impart that? How do you kind of help someone like me unlock that story? Because that sounds fascinating, and I want to be a part of that right kind of tomorrow.
Completely, Roswell. I think Frank's got a bottle there. We could start tonight.
We could start the education,
So
the proper education process
well,
right now.
I've been educating myself for a while, which is probably why I'm still in grade 1. But
Ros has had to repeat 19 times.
Grade 1, 19 times. Yeah, it's not ideal. So what are the couple of processes that you might do, that you might employ to kind of teach something like this?
Rose, I think one of the things we really focus on is trying to identify wine a little bit. You know, wine's got so much jargon and sort of blur out there. And one of the things that we try to do is simplify that a little bit. So when somebody goes, oh, that's got high acidity, or gosh, that's got high tannins, you can kind of figure it out and navigate the sort of wide world that wine has out there, and really try and find those perfect bottles that you'll love and enjoy, and just happiness in a glass.
Happiness in a glass. Can we have that on T-shirts? Happiness in a glass. Karen, happiness in a glass. Got it? Good. So how do we find you, Chris? How do we all know how to find Frank, but how do we find you? Because maybe you shouldn't tell me where you live. that might not be safe.
Won't, Roz. It's a little tent with a big underground cellar.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, but Roz, my wine education business is called Creative Claret, and the syllabus that we do it is through the Wine and Spirit Education Trust, which is a global foundation, and fantastic syllabus, and just great content to learn from, and to really discover the world of wine and discover the art of wine in that process.
How long is the syllabus?
Roz, we've got a couple of courses.
Could I do it? Could it take me 5 years? Every day? 5 years every day?
If you wanted to become a master wine, it could take you 20 years. A couple of guys who are still getting there, but you know, we sort of have courses that range from a one-day course, if you're just wanting to get into it, explore a couple of wines, maybe even meet some other wine lovers that are out there, through to 2 days.
It's like a dating app. It's like a dating service. Come on.
Through to sort of 3-day courses that are at a bit more of an advanced level, through to sort of 3-month, 4-month courses, you know, if you're really wanting to get into it. So
how do we find you, Chris? How do we, apart from finding your tent and your underground cellar, which I've kind of identified where that is, I know. How do we find you? Because we'll show up on the screen here.
Rose, I've got a website, creativeclaret.com.
Yep.
And Facebook page, creativeclaret.com.
Great.
Just Creative Claret. And also, I have a community page, Cans Wines. So if you're having any wine events out there, give me a shout. Happy to put them out there and share the wine love.
I have wine events Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Saturday?
No, I'm working Saturdays. That's right. Have you done the BW? Frank?
The BW?
Bachelor of Wine.
Oh, I thought you meant the big wine. The big wine I've done a few times.
Well, I think we're going to do the big wine right now.
The Bachelor of Wine, no, not yet. No, not yet.
Can we do it together?
Let's do it together. Let's do it. Let's start now.
Okay.
Shall we start the process right now? Chris is an amazing supporter of education in this industry, and also of a few of us locally based people here in the industry. Uses a lot of our products in the education process, but to have that industry standard now is a really, really good thing, because it takes, as Chris said, it takes a lot of the jargon out of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of jargon and a lot of blah, 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 blah.
No, we don't like blah. We just want to drink.
And we just want to, what did you say? Happiness in a glass.
Happiness, Karen?
Happiness in a glass. Now, speaking of happiness in a glass, Rosie, ask me what this is. This is...
I'm speechless.
You're not allowed to touch it. Not yet. Not yet, because there's a surprise. What does it look like?
It looks like an award.
It looks like an award?
It looks like I've won something.
And the winner for the longest Master of Wine course goes to Roz Papalano.
Roz Papalano from the kitchen session.
It does look like an award, but it looks like
gorgeous.
What does it look
champagne,
like?
Champagne, actually. Like champagne, Prosecco or a
sparkling wine. Okay.
Yeah.
It is a sparkling wine.
Is it?
It's made by our friends at Darrenberg, which... The Garden of Extraordinary Delights. Remember that? It was delightful. Right, so this is sparkling wine. Now, this is... now,
are you ready, Mick?
This is what you learn, okay? I hope...
Apparently this is going to...
I'm just looking down for the equipment around here, just in case we have another
Watch
malfunction.
the bongos.
Watch the bongos. Now, just wait. Let's see if I can do it. See if I've learned how to do this properly, Chris.
Perfect, Frank. Perfect. Oh.
That's fine.
And there's the surprise, Rosie.
Whoa, my God, it's sparkling red! It's like, here's Sam. He's going to clean up the floor. Sam, everyone, Sam's coming.
I missed all the equipment.
Everyone, this is Sam. Sam Gibb.
Clean up aisle 4, please.
He's going to clean. Sam, that's fantastic. Oh, what is this?
Now.
This feels like Christmas.
Well, Rosie, that's exactly it. It's exactly it. It's Christmas in a glass. Now, I just want to talk about the name of this wine. This is made by Darrenberg, and this is called the Peppermint Paddock. Now, this wine is obviously sparkling, all right? You can see it. Can we get a close-up?
Of the glass?
of the glass. Now look at that. Is that not just beautiful? Is that not happiness in a glass right there? Okay. It's beautiful, it's sparkling and it's red. And it's, I love this name. And it reminds me of a drag queen I once knew in Sydney. It's made from varieties called Chamberson and Graciano. Hi, I'm Chamberson Graciano.
Chamberson and Graciano.
Chamberson Graciano.
Well, I've just learned how to swirl my wine.
Swirl your
It's
wine.
from the wrist.
Swirl your wine. If you do the course, you learn how to do this properly without spilling it. Sorry, Sam. Without spilling it all over the floor. And this is a sparkling red. Now, you said Christmas. It's almost Christmas in July, and people often, in the olden days, used to have a sparkling red with turkey, right? It's a really, really good match. Yeah. So it's almost Christmas in July, so hence let's have a sparkling red. So and let's cheers.
I'm just going to drink it.
Just drink it. Let's just drink it. Cheers.
Okay,
cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Oh, my God.
Happiness in the glass?
That is. That's really nice.
Happiness in the glass. It is happiness in the glass. It's just
that is Christmas and New Year
Christmas,
all in one.
New Year. It's all of those
It's a good part of New Year because New Year is pretty
parties.
shit. This is the best part of New Year.
This is the best part of New Year.
It's like
all
Christmas
year.
is New Year.
All year.
It's fantastic.
Sparkling red. That was a surprise bit, and it came as quite a surprise. And it's still one thing about this variety. It's there forever, and it's like a Demis Roussos song. It's there forever and ever and ever. It stains. You get that on your clothes. That's it forever.
Yeah, or your bongo drums.
Or your bongo drums.
Sorry,
or
Aaron.
the floor. Sorry, Rondo. Very sorry about the floor.
Sorry, well, we'll paint it. Don't worry.
We'll paint it. We'll paint it red.
That is.
Like
oh my God. So look, let's consolidate. We want to buy this. What do we do?
You email
if I want to buy
me,
a box for Christmas.
Buy a box for Christmas. You can email me, frank@thewinetraditionnq.com.au.
So you want to, honestly, I'm not kidding. This stuff is the bees.
It's
bongos.
next level. Yeah,
It's the bees bongos.
Yeah. Yeah, look, occasionally, and I mentioned this one, sometimes you get stuff that knocks you back in your chair. And I don't want to get knocked back of this chair because there's no back to it. So I'm just going to fall into the sink there. Yeah. So, but this is one of those wines that just knocks you back. And this is why we love what we do in the industry, because you can show people wines like this. And one of the things I love saying to people is taste this. Taste this.
Yeah, and you do that so well.
Coming from an Italian family, and my dad was a really good cook and always used to say it. And in fact, for the first 5 years of my life, I thought that was my name. Taste this.
Taste this. So, I love it.
Here, so taste this.
So taste this.
Taste this.
How do we? Let's all. Can we all make a pact and go and do a wine course and make ourselves legal?
Let's all have a pact. There's
make
lots
ourselves
of
legal. Ting.
Yep. Ting. They're going, is there a beer one? That was the question. Is there a beer one? Is there a bourbon one? You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't care. So, what's your website again?
Creative Claret.
Creative Claret. We will definitely find that. We want to come along. I want to come and do a course. I want to make myself legitimate. You know, it's time. It's time I made myself legitimate. I'm illegal.
The other thing my father taught me is not only when to speak, but when to shut up.
Your father was a wise man.
Wise man.
So, hey everyone, this is, of course, you know Frank, the wine guy. Everyone stops him. People stop him in the street and go, hey, you're the wine guy.
Got any free samples, mate?
Got any free samples? I'm like, no, I've drunk them all. Yeah.
Ask Roz, yeah.
And this is Chris, who you're going to absolutely love spending time with. I'll see you there. We are going to do some serious Bachelor of Educationing up. Make us feel like we know what we're talking about.
Happiness in a glass, Rosie.
Happiness in a glass.
Here's to happiness in a glass.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Rosie. Thanks for having us along.
Well, I haven't succeeded in much in my life, but by golly gosh, the Bachelor of Wine is coming my way. Happy Christmas, happiness in a glass. Karen, got it? Good. So that was fantastic. Well, look, who doesn't want to have a Bachelor of Wine? I could talk about it for hours, but I'm not. Look, we've had such a fantastic night, and it's not over yet because we have got some donations to talk about. So if you have donated to this amazing band that you have watched tonight, and you're going to see 2 more songs of these guys, honestly, it goes straight to them. As you heard them say, their whole year was pretty much canned at about the 20th of March. But these guys did something historic last weekend. They opened the Tanks Arts Centre, and it's it's a different landscape out there at the moment, and it's great to have live music, but there are lots of rules and regulations, and we're working through it, and these guys were just like troopers and, again, took another little piece of my heart. So if you've donated, thank you so much. Your name will be in the Facebook stream. We are absolutely thrilled that you have donated, and it does go to our boys here who are going to play a couple more songs. So, boys, why don't you come up here now? Come up onto the kitchen stage. Fantastic. Did you have a little break? You have a little break. How are you going? How are you feeling now? You've done almost a whole kitchen sessions. Was you feeling a bit more relaxed when you walked in? You were all a bit wow, my God, what is this crazy NASA sort of situation here? But how are you feeling now? A bit more relaxed?
Absolutely, after doing a few songs and watching you work your magic.
So how different is, and it's interesting because I only just saw, you're the first live band that I've seen in 4 months. It was you last Saturday night. So how different is it for you playing in front of a live audience to now? What was that feeling like? Was that, do you have any words or adjectives to express what that was like?
Oh, I was very, nervous at first, but yeah. But once we got started, it's great.
It all came back.
Yeah, it all came back.
It all came back. I saw Astro in the car park, and he was like, "Oh, damn, I'm nervous." He was like, "I'm shitting myself." And I said, "Mate, I am too. It's okay." But yeah. What's it like doing this?
That's good, It's good.
It is kind of good, but you don't. It's kind of strange because it's just like it's 5 or 6 of us, isn't it? But hopefully we're giving you the love you need.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
Fantastic. So I'm so thrilled, and make sure you catch these guys on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, all the places that you can find Zennith with 2 N's now. If it's 1 N, it's old Zennith. It's not going to take you anywhere. There's 2 N's. So make sure you catch these guys, because these guys are like the pride of our community in a lot of ways. So make sure you do. You catch them. Sorry, I've got my things stretching. So this is Zennith. Last 2 songs. Make sure you donate. It's not over, and it all goes to the boys. So here we go. Last 2 songs. Love these boys. I'm going to go this way.
Yeah, so thank you all for tuning in here tonight.
At Rod's Kitchen Sessions.
Hope this one gets you dancing in your living room or wherever you're watching it. It's a song called Drop It.
You want it, you got it, drop it right down. You want it, you got it, how does it sound? You want it, you got it, drop it right down. You want it, you got it, how does it sound? Hey, you there, girl, over on the dance floor, drop it right down, like it never did before. Hey, you there, girl, over on the dance floor, drop it right down, like it never did before. You want it, you got it, drop it right down. You want it, you got it, how does it sound? You want it, you got it, drop it right down. You want it, you got it, how does it sound? She wants to be the queen of the dance floor. She wants drop it right down like it never did before. You want it, you got it. Drop it right down. You want it, you got it. How does it sound? You want it, you got it. Drop it right down. You want it, you got it. How does it sound? You want it, you got it. Drop it right down. You want it, you got it. How does it sound? You want it, you got it. Drop it right down. You want it, you got it.
Yes, I hope you're all enjoying this in your living room, wherever you are. Here in Australia, across the world. Radio. We're going to finish off with one of our...
This is their last song.
So thank you all for whoever donated out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
We love you guys. We love you.
Here's a song we call Simplified. It was inspired after one of our tours down to Palm Island. It's a beautiful Aboriginal community just off the coast of Townsville, a few hours south. You got mob there from all over the country. Over 52 tribes got sent there. And this is one inspired from the youth of Palm Island and the struggles they're going through. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Don't ask me why, and little one starts to cry. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Don't ask me why, and little one starts to cry. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Would you look across the country, what do you see? How people bather to their knees in what poverty, yeah. It's hard to go on, cause you get pulled down. They call it government, pushing right us around. So, but we try to be going forward, you like to pull us down. We got our own tracks, you like to tear us down. It's so good now, we getting stronger. We gonna last forever longer. Don't ask me why, and little one starts to cry. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Don't ask me why, and little one starts to cry. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Little one, don't you cry. No, don't you cry. This what that did, yes, from your eye. You will be alright, cause you are strong, you must move on. You know right from wrong. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Don't ask me why, that little one starts to cry. Don't ask me why, feel alright, simplify. Would you look across the country, what do you see? How people bather to their knees in what poverty, yeah. It's hard to go on, cause you get pulled down. They call it government, pushing right us around. So we'll be trying to be going forward, you like to pull us down. We got our own tracks, you like to tear us down. It's so good now, we getting stronger. We gonna last forever longer. Don't ask me why,
Thank you very much, Ross, and the crew out there for having
Thank
us.
you for having us here this evening.
Oh, well, that was just thank you so much, Zennith, all of you boys. It's such a pleasure and honour, and a real privilege to have you in this venue with us and in our kitchen, in our funny little kitchen that we've made. We built from the dump. There you go. Thank you so much. How does it feel?
It's good now. Feel better now that it's over.
Yeah, totally. We could do it all again. So thank you to Zennith. Thank you to Francois Lane. Thank you to Brother Jenkins, Frank D'Angelico and Chris, and Frank from the Wine Tradition. And we're going to really all get together and try and get a Bachelor of Wine because it just makes us feel like we're important. Thank you to the Rondo. Thank you to the entire committee for allowing us to be in this fantastic space. Thanks to Sam Gibb. Thanks to Mick Allen. Thanks to Karen Engel. Thanks to Lacey Barfett. Thanks to who's our new recruit here. Give them a clap. These are the guys here just running themselves ragged each week. Paul Barton for the music, the stings, and Kristen Copson for all of the graphic design. We work crazy, stupid hard each week on top of everything else to bring this insane hour and a half to you because we love what you guys do. We love
Thank
it.
you.
We are insanely in love with what you guys do, and it means everything to us. So instead of going to sleep for 3 months, we decided we wanted to showcase the beautiful musicians and the beautiful art from our region. So thank you for being who you are. Give them a clap. Give these amazing humans a clap. Check out Zennith on all of the platforms. Buy their record, buy a song, listen to a song, because it all helps, you know, and it all brings to that community of music. We love you. Thank you for donating. My name is Ros Pappalardo. You've been watching the Kitchen Sessions live from the Rondo Theatre in Cairns. We're going to see you next week. Same time, same channel, right here with the incredible and amazing Sam Clark from Cowiova. She supported you last week. Isn't she off the charts great?
Oh, she had a beautiful
What a
voice, eh?
voice. Holy.
Mind blown.
Get ready, people. Your ears are going to be exploding from this amazing woman next week. Hey, from us to you, over and out. Take care. Ciao.